Hello everybody, here we are, just gone 1:30 on a very grey afternoon in Moscow, but at least it's not snowing today. So today I thought I'd bring you something food based, because we've seen too many of these things recently, haven't we? So without any further ado, we're going to make, you love this, chicken Kiev in Russia, yes. These then are going to be the basic ingredients for our chicken Kiev today. So going left to right, we have some chicken breast fillets, some sweet paprika, breadcrumbs. In the foreground we've got some mozzarella sticks. On the right we've got some green stuff to go inside, and an egg to bind everything together. Good, isn't it? The chicken fillet I've chosen is like me, raw and a wee bit thick, I'm afraid. So the next trick is to spread it out a bit. So we use the trusty hammer. Let's see if this works. Well, you've seen enough of that, so I'll come back when it's a little bit more beaten into submission. Okay, so I like jazz music, don't judge me too harshly. So that's a little bit more like it, not forgetting to season while we go along. Yep, I love that. Bit of salt. Let's not forget the vampire repellent, so we can get this out without making a pig's ear of it. Okay, so far so good. Back in a minute. I believe the original recipe called for a knob of butter in the middle. Now, because it was invented before anybody here had ever heard of mozzarella cheese, so I'm not going to roll it up. I'm just going to try and fold it. Let's see if what kind of a pig's ear I've made of this. Now, it's not quite thick, as you can see, but I'm going to subject it to a two-stage cooking process. We'll see how that works out. Next step is to give it a bath in some beaten up eggs. Now this is just to make the breadcrumbs stick primarily, but it will hopefully will add a bit to the consistency of the whole thing. Oh. It's putting a bit of a fight, isn't it? Or wouldn't you? So I've been giving it a real roll around in the breadcrumbs. We won't get a consistent coating because I never do, but it's looking better. I've got some hot oil on the go, but I'm not just going to fry it because that might blacken the breadcrumbs a bit, which we don't want. And I'm also going to do a little bit of an experiment as well. So we'll just wipe my hands clean so I can switch off the camera. An absolute nightmare of flying breadcrumbs and dirty hands. I consign this to the oil, and I'm going to leave it, turning it once or twice for several minutes. I also have the oven preheating to about 150, and let's see, hope it doesn't come out too raw. We shall see. You might be wondering what they call chicken Kievs here now in Russia, and as a way of experiments I bought some ready-made ones, and these are just called Kiev cutlets, or kotlety po-kievsky. So I might do one of these side by side with our homemade experiment today. And you can see the ready-made ones are a fair bit smaller than my effort, so I'm going to put both of these into an oven at about 175 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. That should finish cooking the chicken on the big one, and that's what it says in the box for the little one. So here we go. So by the time the frozen green beans and the boiled in the bag rice is ready, should be good to go. Just do a side-by-side comparison between the two. I cut this ready-made one in half, and whatever was in the middle spurted out. Nearly hit me in the eye, but it didn't. It's minced chicken as opposed to our proper fillet, and The cheese inside has melted here quite a bit, so that's quite a good result. So, and the finished result, obviously I'm not going to eat all of it. So you've got the half of the big Kiev and half a little Kiev on a bed of fluffy white rice and some green beans. So as I said, I'll get stuck into this lot and come back to you with the wrap up. Not bad at all. Cooked nicely, and yeah, it's worth doing the old chicken Kiev, which they still have here in Moscow. Next time I'll probably come back here with some more watch stuff. I've got a couple of bits coming in from AliExpress, and we'll have a look at those perhaps next week if they arrive. So in the meantime, I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, and I hope you continue to have a great week. So that's all from me. Ta-ra for now.